You're in limbo.
Woo! We got the gangs
What's
all
going
here.
on, people? It's Tuesday, and
I coughed all over the camera,
just fucking
but I wiped
spit
it up
marks.
before we started. Yeah,
There
I
you
got it all off. I got it off. What's up, guys?
What's
You
happening?
did, but
It was fast and quick and hurry. What's up, everybody
yes.
outside?
Ow.
Fellas,
Where you
ladies,
people at? What's going on? We're here
where's
now.
your cups?
Hey,
Where's your
Night
cups?
coffee.
Pick up something. Pick up a cup of pens. There you go.
Cheers.
What's up,
I got a rooster on this motherfucker. Look at this thing.
Nice. I like that cock. Pause. That's a nice looking cock. Pause.
Thanks. Thanks.
Dramatic
Thanks, sir.
pause.
There's Nick.
You
What's
know what
dramatic
pause is?
pause?
Like the slang pause when people say pause.
No.
Okay, good. Watch this. Okay, have you ever heard have you ever heard no homo?
Pause.
Yeah.
No.
So no homo kind of got phased out because people
Yeah.
said that was like
Yes.
politically incorrect.
Okay.
No homo was legend has it no homo was started by this rapper named Cameron from Harlem. So that's kind of like Harlem slang. No homo, that means I'm not gay, but it looks nice or I like it. So when they stopped saying no homo, people started saying pause.
Okay.
I give credit to one of my mentors, Combat Jack, rest in peace. I give him credit for the pause movement because he was saying pause a lot. But yeah, so when I say pause, that means no homo, but I can't say no homo, so I'm saying pause.
There you go.
Urban history lesson real quick on that ass. What's up, Nick?
Learn
love that.
something every
There
day.
you go.
Every day, sister. Every day.
That's right. We're educating you
Nick's
fuckers
here.
over here too.
JB's here.
Good.
Oh, I was about to hit the next one, and
JB's
it's our
turn.
stream bot.
Shout out to JB. JB was holding it down. You did a good job, JB.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. The stream bot's here. Thank God. Yeah.
What's a stream bot?
He's back. We're back. It's been
What does? I don't even know what the stream bot
this
does. I
Stream
just know it's
Elements
here.
bot. It says Stream
It's
Elements
something
bot
you
is
can
running.
you can
thank
click.
It's something from
I think it's only for
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know.
We should click it and see what happens. No, don't click it. That might end the universe.
Yes. Don't click it. Whatever you do.
What if there's a button somewhere on the planet that can end everything? Just like a little bitty button that God put somewhere really, really, really hard to find. But if somebody finds it and presses it, it destroys the universe. If I was God, I'd have that. I'd put that somewhere. I'm God. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. You fuckers can kill yourselves if you want to, but I would like a little button just somewhere really, really random. You got to be some adventurous ass spelunker to get to it. They might not find it for like 10,000 years, but one little bastard that doesn't even speak a language is gonna climb into that cave one day and press that button and kill everything. Hey,
Where'd Joe go?
oh look, somebody pressed the button. Grab your kid.
You pushed
Yeah,
the
there
button,
you go.
didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, good job.
What if
Yeah, I
there's
don't know
a
what's going
what
on.
if there's a
My
button
computer.
for like each country, and that's what just happened to Joe? Like somebody pushed the Canada button.
Yeah.
Shut Canada
Somebody was like, fuck, he's telling them the secret. Start killing everybody.
Hit the button. Hit the
Hit the
button.
button.
Hit the
That'd be
button.
hilarious. But anyway, how you what happened?
There's
There's
some
some
random
random
person walking around with a keychain with a button on it they haven't pushed just by sheer luck.
Yeah, I believe that the world is full of all kind of little treats and little Easter eggs like that. We just haven't found
Well,
them.
Easter eggs, yeah. There you go.
If I was God, it'd be all kind of shit like that all over the place.
That'd be just my luck though. I would be the one that would get blamed for ending everything because I would find some little button and be like, I should probably not touch that. And then I'd
You
trip
touch it.
and land on it and
Yes.
be like,
I'd be counting
Well-
on you to be my entertainment
I'd just
for
trip and
thousands
fall.
and
And be
thousands of
like,
years.
I just destroyed mankind and my bad.
I'd
We're
do
better
I have
for
to
it.
start over again.
Yeah.
All right, let's try again, guys.
Get to the bunker.
Yeah. Sure.
So how's you guys' week been? Last week we didn't hook up. What did I miss?
What What did we do last? JB was on. JB took
Yeah.
over.
What has happened in the last week? Nothing in my world.
How was the job situation?
Oh, I mean, I will find some. I was telling Joe right before we started, this job popped up on my search and I was like, ooh, I'm going to apply for this. So I was working on filling out you have to create an account on their website and all that other junk. And I uploaded my resume, but it cut off big chunks of it. So now I have to go back through and paste everything back in, and it's being kind of a pain. But if I can get all that done, it would be perfect.
Isn't that fucking bullshit? They have to do resumes and job interviews and shit. It's like, yes, I swear to God, I can do this job. Please just let me try.
Just give me an opportunity. Now, I don't know. What ticks me off is they're like, upload your resume to save time. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because I don't want to type in the same stuff that I spent 4 hours working on my resume.
You guys remember when you walked into a building?
Oh,
remember that when you walked into a building and asked someone where they're hiring?
Yeah.
Yes. And now it's 700 different websites, and you're just like,
fuck.
Oh, really? JB's got another one for us.
There you go.
Kira Cedric was at dinner at Tom Cruise's house and found a mysterious button and pushed it. She mentioned pushing it, and he was like, oh, yeah, that's my panic button. Then the cop showed up a couple minutes later, and she was never invited to dinner again.
Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, she's the one. She'd end the world.
Yeah, she would end the world.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know if I see. Well, I'll walk around my house. There's switches around my house that I'm still finding, and I've been here for a year. And then there's other things that I'm like, where's the switch? There's a random, there's a chandelier in my living room. And then right as you go into the hallway, there's a ceiling fan.
Okay.
There's no switch for it.
Is it tied to the chandelier?
Does it have the strings?
Yeah,
no. It has not. It's just a ceiling fan, no light on it. It's just right there at the entrance to the hall. There's the front door to my house, and then you walk down this little hallway, and you can either go down the hallway towards the bedrooms or you can go on into the living room. And there's just a random ceiling fan right there. I have looked everywhere, and I can't find the switch for it because it'll get hot, but I don't want to turn the air conditioner on yet hot. And every time I'm like, I just got to turn that ceiling fan on.
You're missing one somewhere, man. Just start ripping panels out of your wall.
Right? It's there somewhere.
That's like in what with the National Lampoon's, I think, Christmas Vacation, when the switch was in the garage, but they didn't know where the switch was. Yeah, it's a switch somewhere.
I have been looking, I've been looking in closets for this switch. I'll walk around the bedrooms and I'm like, maybe the switch, because the switch in the hallway, there's one at the end that controls the hallway light.
Look up.
Do you know how hard that is for me? I'm looking up going, I couldn't get to it if I wanted. If there's a switch on the ceiling, I will never be able to turn that fan on.
Maybe they carpeted over it. Do you have carpet?
Have you ever tried to open the fan I don't know, you ever tinkered with it? Maybe it's drugs inside. If it doesn't do anything and it's just there for a prop, somebody could have put some dope in there years ago, got chased down and killed by the police, put in jail, whatever.
Totally forgot about it.
They wouldn't be able to with their heroin because they're not alive anymore.
That's right. It might be filled with bags of money. It's filled with bags of money.
Know.
Old money. You can, that's more expensive.
Old money.
Meanwhile, your neighbor has a random switch that they can't seem to figure out what it turns on.
Yeah, exactly. There's fucking gold bars in the center of that fucking thing.
You never know. I need a step ladder or something because I've tried to get up there.
Just hold Jack up, just like Jack.
Put him on your shoulder. Jack is down for it all.
He would totally be. Oh, that's what happened. Jack turned 5 on Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jack.
Woo, you did it, buddy.
That's
5.
He's made it 5 years. I don't know how much longer he'll make it, but he's made it 5 years. He got into I have wax strips in my bathroom, and he tried to wax his hair off with his head today.
Was that today or for his birthday?
No, it was today.
Okay.
That kid is awesome.
Man,
Yeah.
he just took
You,
a
should,
shit.
you need to get him a what do the police wear? What are those things called? A chest cam,
he
a body
needs a
cam.
GoPro.
Jack needs a body cam strapped to his damn torso, so we can just and don't even you can't get mad at him if he's gonna be your entertainment. That might be a cash cow you can tap
Just a
into.
fucking-
Strap him down with a fucking camera, turn him loose in the house every day.
Just give a fucking GoPro and a helmet.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah!
like,
Look,
he needs a helmet. Oh my God.
multiple angles. Get cameras
Just
all over.
load
that
him
shit.
up.
Yeah, that's
No,
like
like,
7 or 8 different videos.
We took
4K.
Lila to softball practice and came back, and I was like, Jack, I got to get in the shower, bro. And he was like, okay. And he's standing there looking in the fridge when I did it. And I was like, are you going to burn the house down while I'm in the shower? And he's like, no. And I was like, are you going to get anything you're not supposed to? And he said, no. And I said, what do you want to watch on TV? And he was like, Rescue Riders. He's into like, that How to Train Your Dragon movie.
Yeah.
They have a Netflix series, like spin-off thing for it. So he's into that show. And he was like, I want to watch Rescue Riders. And I'm like, sweet. So I put it on and he's sitting on his bed watching TV. I go jump in the shower. I took like the fastest shower in the world too. I was like, I got to hurry. And so I get out and it's probably my own fault because I had gotten them out because I had a little spot on my leg that I had missed. And I was like, I got to get that taken care of. So I'd gotten them out and I get out of the shower and I go and I get dressed and I'm like, we got to go get your sister. And he's like pretending to be asleep. And I was like, Jack, come on. I don't have time to do this. And he was like, I don't want to go. And I was like, I can't leave you here by yourself. You got to go with me. Let's go get your sister from softball practice. And he looks up and there's hair. It looked like a pin. Like I thought he'd gotten a pin and written all over his forehead and there's hair stuck to his forehead.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, what is on your face? And he just pointed. I was like, what are you pointing at? Like, what is this? And he just points. And I was like, what is that? So I walk over there and I was like, is that hair? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, where's that from? And he goes, your pink things. And I was like, what pink things? And he points and there's one on the floor. And I was like, you got
God
my wax strips? And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
Mom.
what did you wax? Because I was like, where did you get hair that looks like that? And he goes, well, I did my legs and then I did my face. And then I realized he's got like hair stuck all over his face and under his chin. And then there's just a mass of it on his forehead. And I was like, but where did you get that hair from? And then he leaned his head forward and there's a glob of pink wax right in the middle of the top of his hair. I was like, I'm just standing there like,
Jackson on a mission.
Like, I had to go. Yeah, I had to go get I had to go get this oil stuff and wipe his face down and get all of it off and scrub it out of his hair. And then I was late picking my daughter up, and I was like, I'm sorry. And then as soon as I got back, I had to. This kid has taken 4 baths today since he got home from school at 3:30. He went to bed at 8:30.
Indiana Jones, man, he's my hero.
Classic, dude. He's so busy. You can find something for that guy to do that's like world leader shit. He gets out there and he gets at it. That's all there is. that's some dedication. That's fucking cool. He didn't give a fuck. I would never do that. I would never fucking do that. Like that would hurt. Like you think after the first time, like, oh fuck that, on his leg. No,
that's what I thought.
That's not that bad. I'm going.
I guess maybe.
Let's see how it feels over here. Oh, what's this? It's like, hey.
Like I guess maybe because he doesn't have any hair on his legs yet, it doesn't hurt as bad.
You're right. Yeah, that would be.
I know if there's one hair on my leg, that shit hurts. Like it's not fun to do, but to put that in his hair and try to rip it out, like
damn.
Oh, and he needs a haircut right now. So like there's some hair up there. Like I can't imagine.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
That's intense.
I love I love kids. They're so brave because they don't know any better. It's like, hey man, gung ho. I was never like that.
No.
My friend used to do shit and be like, come on, do it. And I'm like, shit.
Fuck you, yeah.
I'll go get your mom after you fall off the tree. Let me know.
Yeah, like he does not like he climbed. I have my porch is covered. It's not enclosed, but it's covered in the back. And there's like this metal trellis that you can climb up it. I don't know how many times I've had to climb up there and get him off the roof of the house.
Like, I wasn't climbing up shit.
Like
I barely got on the swing.
Yeah,
I can't say a whole lot because my dad was a ham radio operator when I was a kid.
Oh, there you go.
And he had this big, tall radio tower like right next to our house. And I don't know how many times they had to get me off the roof because I would climb the radio tower to the top and then come back down and sit on the roof.
Fuck that. I couldn't.
Well, I climbed up on a roof once when I was a kid. I let my next door neighbor explain to me the physics of a parachute. And I said, okay, yeah. And then he gave me a few paper bags and was like, let's see. And I'm like, oh, this makes total sense to me. And you're an older dude and it's logical. I see it happen on TV. Yeah, these look like pretty good parachutes to me.
Fucking totally.
You know, yeah, it made absolute sense to me. I questioned a lot of things as a kid. I'm 45 years old, so I survived a whole lot of shit. Clearly, I think about it before I do it. But I think I was about 7. I said, "Oh, this makes all the sense in the world." I grabbed about maybe 25 plastic bags. Well, 26 because I had to split them up evenly. I'm sure I split them up evenly, and I jumped off the roof and just kind of. You know, I think it did slow my fall a little bit, but I didn't have that much speed to pick up.
You didn't have anything in the middle.
And then as a kid, it worked because I didn't break my legs. I'm like, yeah, man, I just parachuted. Nah, you
fucking did it.
Little ass, cheap ass, shack ass garage. That's what you did.
Nick says that's why she has dogs instead.
There you go.
Like my life would be pretty boring if Jack wasn't around, like doing all.
Yeah.
Like he asked for dinosaurs and dragons for his birthday. Mm-hmm. Everybody got him. We had a table full of dinosaurs and dragons, and he got 2 of the same dragon, but they're different colors. And you turn them on, and they walk, and they roar, and they move their head around, and they do all this cool stuff. And he put one of them in the kitchen and turned it on, and then just left. So like 15 minutes later, I turn around and I'm like, why is there still a dragon walking around it's just walking around, and every now and then you hear, rah. I'm like,
you really think your life would be boring if you didn't have any kids?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I'd probably still be doing a lot of really stupid stuff.
Yeah. I don't think it would be boring.
It wouldn't be boring, but
I'd probably be dead.
I
probably would be dead because I wouldn't stop drinking. If I didn't have any kids, there would have been no reason to stop drinking.
Yeah, I would never have. I never would have calmed down at
the party's not over yet, boys.
I would still be that person, like, you know how every group of friends has that one person, they just don't know how to go home. Like it's 5 o'clock in the morning and they're like, what are we about to do? And you're like, bro, I can't even see straight anymore. Like I'm going home. Like, what are you talking about? What are we about to do? Like that was me. And I would definitely still be that person if I didn't have kids.
Yeah.
And even with one kid, I was still that person. Like if I didn't have my oldest son, you know, if he was with his dad, I was like 6:30 in the morning. What you guys want to do now? We want to go to breakfast and then just keep going. Like,
yeah. Well, I miss those days. I miss those days. I try to have those days every once in a while where I just let the days bleed. I don't have kids.
Justin says he doesn't have kids.
Not Justin.
And enjoy it, brother Justin. Do all the dumb shit you can.
Yes.
I'd be drunk all day if I had kids, Nicole.
Yeah, I was drunk all day before I had kids. I started getting drunk all day, and then I stayed drunk all day when I had kids. See, once you have the kids, the drinking increases even more.
Right.
You're drunk as hell because you don't have any kids. But once the kids get here, now you're drunk as hell and high.
Now it took. I was over at my kids' grandmother's house yesterday. Their dad's mom. I was over at her house yesterday, and we were sitting there talking about some stuff. And it was it was a pretty heavy conversation, but then like my 2 kids and my 2 nephews were both there. And so they were ranging in ages from 4 to 8. And there's 4 of us, 3 boys and a girl. And every time we'd turn around, like there's a kid running in without a shirt on, or there's a kid running in with something else. And we're like, where did you get that? What are you doing? Where's your shirt? What happened to your shoe? Like every 5 minutes. And finally she was just like, hang on. And she just walked over to the fridge and got a bottle of wine and grabbed 2 glasses and set them down. And she was like, here. I was like, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's funny.
Like, it's just, I don't know. It's fun though. Like I laugh. There's so much, like I don't even get mad anymore. Well, I can't say that. Every now and then I'm like, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. But most of the time I just sit back and laugh at it. Cause I'm like, where do you get these?
What is happening even?
I never would have thought of 95% of the stuff. Like I came in, I finished mowing my gargantuan backyard yesterday. And I'm out there getting after it, and I would see them running around, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought they were all out playing. And I walk into my bathroom when I get done, and my bathroom window's open. And I was like, what? And I walked back out. I was like, why is my bathroom window open? Jack locked us out of the house, and we climbed in through your bathroom window.
Oh, wow.
You didn't think to just walk around to the other door? No.
Climbing through windows is more fun.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Plus, how often do you get to climb through a window like free of charge? You know, somebody does some shit, you got to climb in the window. You know, you climb in a window any other time, you got to get shot in the ass, the head, or somebody will call the police on you.
Like, I have to.
I climbed through a window today, guys. Fucking hey!
I have to climb through a lot more windows than I really like to admit because it's always such chaos trying to get out of the house is such chaos because it's get your shoes. Why don't you have your shoes on? Did you get this? Did you get that? Did you get this? Did you get that? And I'll lock the door and shut it. And then I look down and I'm like, I have no car keys. Yeah. And I just locked us out of the house.
Word.
There it is.
I'm I have no car keys. I just locked us out of the house. I have that bathroom window is the smallest one possible. So if the kids are with me, I'm like, here, go.
You little one. Yeah.
You know, I put the little one through the window.
I thought you were going to tell me that you were doing it because I said if you got some cat burglar skills, then, you know, fuck looking for a job. I got some spots. I
can get through a window real quick. Yeah, I can get through a very small window real quick.
We're going to talk offline.
Wait till we're
I know some people I don't like much. We're going to talk.
We got to talk.
You live in California. We're going to talk.
They don't need all that money.
We got this. Yeah, no, if she's with me, I'll put her through the window because she's not gonna scrape or cut. Like I can get through that window, but it's really high and it requires a lot of squeezing and squishing, and I usually end up with some cuts and scrapes from it, which is fine. I don't care. I got back in the house. That's what mattered. Like Jack locked Sally's dad, alleged dad, the boxer border collie.
Take that motherfucker to Maury for Christ's sake.
Right. He locked him in my room one day and he found a screwdriver and took the doorknob off.
Dude.
And it's not one that has a little, you know, like now on the outside of the door, you can stick a quarter in it and unlock it. Yeah. It was one of those ones you had to put like a screwdriver through and it had to be a very small one. And so we couldn't get it anyway. So I had to put my daughter through the window. The dog's in the bedroom losing his mind. I put her through the bathroom window and she's like, I don't know how to do it. And I'm like, put the doorknob back on and turn the lock thing. And we finally got it open. And then I immediately went and bought a new doorknob.
There you go.
I was like, we're not doing this anymore.
Speaking of buying new doorknobs, check this out. The CEO, or Pornhub CEO, that was a terrible sentence. Pornhub CEO, his mansion. Somebody set his mansion on fire.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now. Yeah, the Faraz, and his name is hilarious. I'm sorry, his name's Faraz Antoon. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Faraz Antoon. That's just that's hilarious. But yeah, somebody set it on fire last night. Why the hell would somebody set the CEO of Pornhub, his mansion, on fire? Who the fuck could you possibly piss off? You own Pornhub. That that you got stripes and points everywhere you go. He probably only has one shirt that says "I own Pornhub." Dude. Yeah, he doesn't get speeding tickets. Yeah, he gets free food everywhere he goes. Probably has to pay for it. I don't know how long. So who or what did you do to have somebody come and burn your house down?
It's probably one of those people. You know how they deleted like a whole bunch of content off of there?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably one of those people.
Yeah.
That was only they did OnlyFans. Pornhub deleted a whole bunch of stuff too.
Yeah,
I remember
Pornhub actually what Pornhub did, not that I go on Pornhub a lot, but what Pornhub did was it deleted all the users that they couldn't verify. So amateur porn actresses or actors, whatever. You can upload your own stuff to Pornhub. Anybody can. People put music videos on there, movies, all kind of shit. You just got to know where to look, or it's just really random. But They got involved with some child trafficking or whatever, and Visa
fuck.
and MasterCard and all the credit card companies that they were using for their transactions said we can't touch you guys anymore because of this. So after that, they said, well, we're going to clean it up and we're going to make it better for you guys and show you we're really trying to do it. So if they weren't able to verify who you were, then they got your video out of there.
Okay.
A jealous wife. That's a good theory. Yeah, that's a good theory, Nick. It could have been a jealous wife. I don't know. Is he married? I can't imagine. Let me see. What the CEO, as the CEO of Pornhub, would I want a wife? Yes, I probably would because it's a tube site.
What if it's like
he doesn't meet him or see him? It's he just runs the website itself. So yeah.
What if it's like a user who spends way too much time on the site's wife?
Yeah. Oh.
That's a good theory too. That's a very good theory. You gotta imagine that he had some sort of not amateur security. So whoever it was, they have to have access. What's up, Kiki? Salute.
Kiki, welcome.
That's my partner right there. But you so whoever was able to get that close to that type of, let me see. I'm show you guys the how. This is like I don't know if this looks like an illustration. I would hate to think the man
someone drew it in fucking watercolors right before they fucking torched it.
He paid $1 bajillion to have somebody draw the shit in midair.
Fucking Bob Ross is out there, and here's a happy little dildo right
here. Elon Musk. That's some Elon Musk shit. To find somebody to paint a house in midair, but to get and then live in that shit. But to get that close to that man's property, here's my theory who it was. I think it was the people that own OnlyFans. They're trying to eliminate eliminate the competition. They said, fuck Pornhub. They're going after whoever else next. Porn IQ or Porn HQ. It's a whole lot of places that are probably going to be burned down because OnlyFans wants that spot. Watch out.
You would think, like, I don't understand how people with that kind of status, like, how these people get that close to them. Like, they had that there was somebody that broke into Kendall Jenner's property and was swimming naked in her pool and stuff like all that kind of stuff keeps happening to these people. And I'm like, how? I mean, I have to climb a brick wall to climb in my window whenever. So I know how you do it, but still, like, somebody could climb in through my window and they're not getting anything that's worth. I mean, they can have they're going to get away with my Jared Carrabba's bobblehead. That's about all that they can do. Like, if I had that kind of money and people knew who I was, I would probably have like people surrounding my gate at all times. Like,
unless you want to feel like as normal a person as possible.
Come get my 2-3 player, motherfucker.
It seems like some celebrities need that type of entourage, and really that brings more attention to yourself. Because I know criminals I know like to go after shit that looks like, ooh, yeah, let me go fuck with that. The nicer the car, the more solid or the more fortitude that something has. Let me try to see if I can get in there. So you have a bunch of security, and you're riding around like it's like. What's up, Aaron? Riding around thinking that you all high and mighty, that will probably bring that attention. Plus,
don't you think you're asking for it at that point though? Like, if I was fucking I guess I'd do it too. I'd be the same fucking way. I'd show off so fucking hard. I'd buy a fucking monster truck and park it on the front lawn. Fuck it.
Yeah, but probably just one.
Just one.
And then if you decided to buy a house, it probably wouldn't be a mansion.
That'd be modest, but it's be fucking crazy.
See, I wouldn't want
the little details, because that's where God is. God's in the details. So you'd have an awesome man cave. The truck itself would probably be worth $700,000 or $800,000 easy, and that's the only one that you're gonna buy. Versus all that lavish, luxurious. Like, why does a man need a castle?
That's right. See, like, I would want like a good sized house where I've got like extra room, room for my kids and room for me, and like a separate room where they can do their movies and TV and stuff, and then like my space that's just my space.
Mm-hmm.
And then like outside of that, I'd do it up in the backyard though, but that's because like I want to be able to hang out there and like enjoy myself and not, Yeah, but I wouldn't want a huge house because I wouldn't want to have to pay the kind of people you would have to pay to take care of that. Like,
that's too much.
I just want one with the right amount of space.
Money like that, I came into money like that. I'm not buying a gigantic castle house. I'm buying land, and I'm buying what was that? Oh, somebody just came into the store. You to Tony's T-shirt company?
Hey, get on there, start buying shit.
Please. I owe the tax man some money, please. But I wouldn't buy a big house. I buy land, and I'd buy like a nice size of land to have my whole little community, all my family, all my friends, whoever I want to live here. You all come live here, including my kids. Everybody have their own spots to go, and I'd have my own nice little area. But I would buy the land because you can always tune your land up and put something else there.
Yeah.
Or, build more on it. That's why I don't get how the cats buy huge houses. Instead of, I understand the cats who buy franchises. That is something I would definitely spend winning on.
That's what I'm saying. You want to buy something that keeps making you money. That's what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever, but you don't got to go fucking crazy on a house, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't go nuts on the house. The backyard would be super baller.
I see you, Aaron.
Like, my backyard would be badass, but I wouldn't be like the person. I would drive like probably a pretty normal car. Like, I think the fanciest I would get would be like a Range Rover. I think that'd be
driving that fucking monster
fun.
truck.
But
the car that I'm buying, it doesn't. They don't even make it in America. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. It's going to have to come in an instruction manual, and the technology is going to be ridiculous. That's the one thing I would spend a lot of money on. It's just a really dope car.
See, like, I would go like more low key on like a nice car, but a little bit more low key on the car side, so that I could leave my house in a fairly normal vehicle and go do stuff. Like, people might know who I was, but I wouldn't feel like I needed to take all the security guard people with me, but I would have them like guarding my freaking house. Like, I would want them like making sure my home was protected because that's where my kids are at. Like, if I want to go shopping, like, that's cool. Like, whatever.
That's what turns me off from the whole celebrity lifestyle. Like, we all online and we all do our things, and the deeper online I got, the more people wanted to say stuff to me. So there was a point in time when I was doing a bunch of podcasts and I was talking about my alcoholism, and people on Facebook were reaching out to me saying that they saw me on the thing. And I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. But then people start calling on Facebook, using the Facebook telephone to call me to talk to me. And I'm like, you're a total stranger, but you're welcome. And I said, damn, magnify that. People put up energy to be famous, and all that energy you putting up and all that effort you putting up, that's just all of it comes back down eventually. When it comes down, it can be very, very overwhelming, and that's a whole lot of shit that you asked for. You put all your shit on the line to be a celebrity. You tattoo your face, and you quit your job.
I'm getting the fucking diamond.
You know what I'm saying? you can never give up. You can never give up that lifestyle. You have to go harder and harder. You can never be a normal ass person.
Just be careful what you wish for. I want the money. I don't want the fucking fame.
It comes. And even to keep that story local, I was talking to God about my store and all this other stuff, just having a real good conversation. The energy was awesome. The next day, a couple people bought something. When the people started buying something, I realized that making money on the site didn't work the way that I thought that it did. So I was like, damn, I asked for it and I got it. Now I have to figure it out and deal with it. But you are absolutely correct. And be careful what you ask for, because you will get it. If you deserve it. Be careful what you ask for, because you will get it if you deserve it.
That's life advice, kids. You sit with that one as long as you need to. There you go.
Soak that one in for a minute.
If you deserve it. Otherwise, keep on spinning those wheels, buddy. Get the hell out the way.
Woo.
What's up with the pets? What's the pet report?
Ralph is a fucking dick.
Wow. The tides have turned like a motherfucker. What happened? What Ralph?
Dude, I can't do shit. I cannot do a fucking thing in this house with that cat. He's the best, and I love him so much, but god damn it. It's
what do you mean?
Okay, all right. You put something on the counter. It could be anything. Like, let's say food. Okay, you're getting food ready. He may not even be in the same. He might be in the basement. Okay, the kitchen's upstairs. He's there. You turn around, he's like fucking eating your food. Get the fuck out of here. He'll knock shit off. He has a problem with the kitchen sink. I don't know what his fucking problem is, but we have like a window by the kitchen sink. So he has to he's like the guardian of this fucking sink. You go near it, you try to turn the water, and he's like, fucking hits you, just loses it. He like opens you up with these fucking claws.
Mr. Gray is too. They love.
Yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of my sink, dude.
But look, when I leave my food out, Mr. Gray will not eat my food. If I hand him food, he'll look at it for a few seconds, kind of like to make sure it's okay. And if I put it in front of him, he knows he can have it. If my kids put their food down, he knocks their drinks over onto their video games, and he puts his nose all in the meat so the kids can't eat it even if they wanted to. My wife, I don't know, she doesn't put her food down. But when I put my shit down, Gray will stand there and just be like, all right, we good.
So he respects you. Fucking Ralph doesn't respect shit.
In here.
He doesn't respect nothing. He's crazy, and I love him. He's the best. Yeah. But goddamn. Okay. Also, at 4 a.m, he likes to bust open the fucking bedroom door for no goddamn reason. Like this cat.
Well, take his keys.
He's like, his face. He fucking smashes his fucking face in the door, goes flying open. Then he's like, "Bah!" That's all you hear. It's like, what the fuck was that?
That sounds like
and
that.
Then he jumps on the dresser and jumps into the window. Okay. Yesterday, we had our bedroom open. A fucking bird flew underneath this underneath the screen a little bit, and Ralph was on the bed and saw this bird right to the window. I was like, "Damn, that's a good jump."
Does his body quiver when he sees birds?
Oh yeah, man. He'll just sit there and fucking lose it.
Yeah, it's crazy when they see birds, man. They fucking get into this whole. They leave the galaxy, right?
Yeah,
mine, like all hours of the night, you'll hear my cats jumping. Like they jump from my bed into the window, and they'll do it all night long. Like half the time, they land on my face, and I'm just like, "What's happening here?" No, so okay. So the baby kittens, the twins, the orange cats, they're walking now, so that's getting fun.
So that's good.
Nice.
Their eyes are open and they're walking now. So
if you guys remember, Sarah has 85 animals in her house.
Right now, I basically do right now.
This Dr. Doolittle up in this pastry.
And they're in my daughter's room and they're kind of venturing out. The mom put them in the closet and they're kind of starting to venture out a little bit. Sally found one of them this morning and that almost ended poorly, but I heard the kitten like screaming its head off and went in there and he had its ear in his mouth and was just dragging this tiny little kitten around. And I was like, no.
Don't do that.
And then the black kitten, my black kitten is like, he's awesome. The other one I don't so much, but I do like Ninja. He's cool. I have one cat.
You don't like so much.
I have one sitting on my lap right now. Kitty, she's hanging out. She's not happy with any of it. She's over all of it, and she hates everything now.
That's terrible.
My mama dog brought a dead bird in the house today. A very large dove. Yeah. That was not a good time. Mm-hmm. What else is happening?
How dead was it? And that's not
it was dead. Like its eyes had been plucked out, and she brought it in the house, and I was like, this is not okay. Like
it's not fresh.
Yeah, and she put it in the middle of my bedroom floor, and I was like, no, I don't want it. Thank you for showing me that.
Yeah, she was coming in. Well, she was either bringing you something so you'd be proud, or saying you're a terrible hunter. This is how the fuck you kill an animal.
Yeah, she's like, you can't feed yourself. This is what you do.
Dinner served. God damn it, you're
whatever
welcome.
She's doing. And then Sally is 6 weeks old today, and had his first vet visit, and. Poor guy he got embarrassed at the vet because they can't find his testicles.
So, did anybody check his wife's purse? Oh, that was bad one.
They may have found one, but it's very, very small if they did. The poor guy. They just haven't descended apparently. So we'll just see what happens there.
That sucks.
Yeah. It was so funny because he was scared when we walked in because they just know. He hasn't been there since the day he was born, but they just know. So he was shaking.
The smell, the smell, dude.
And they were all, they were all loving all over him and got him calmed down and weighed him. And he's like 7.5 pounds. And the vet was playing with him, and then he started kind of feeling around. And Sally's he gets this look on his face like, "What are you doing down there?"
I don't even know your last name, man. Take your hands away from me.
And the vet says, well, it looks like that. He starts explaining it all to me, and I'm like, oh, and you just kind of see Sally's face go. He's like, Like, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh man, poor guy.
Too
So
bad.
they have to. There's a plan to get the balls down, and they're gonna
Well,
leave them there.
they're gonna see. He said they may go ahead and drop. They don't know, but he said if it's descended part way, there's a chance it could go ahead and come on down. But if it's still all the way up in his belly, that could get wrapped around his intestines and kill him. So they'll have to go in and
Wow.
He's going to get neutered anyway, but he'll have to now. So
sure.
Oh, wow.
That'll be fun.
Hope the little guy's okay.
Yeah.
He should be fine. It's just embarrassing for him. I guess maybe that's what she was telling me. I gotta up the body count.
I want to go back to Justin's comment here. You need to get a Daft Punk style get up, something with a mask, get rich and stay low key. Perfect. That's what I'll do. Based on your recommendation. Also, say hi to my new chief of security, Justin Buckle. There you go. Thanks.
Chief J.
You're in charge, man. And any other idea you have, whatever you want, I'll give you a raise. It's fine.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, Mr.
Sure.
Gray. I don't have any updates for Mr. Well, yeah, I do have some updates for Mr. Gray. He needs to get his claws trimmed, and I haven't had the time. I haven't had the time to do so.
Yeah.
I've been real busy with working on the company because I'm really like kind of digging into the website, so I'm learning all these things. I loaded a bunch of my songs onto the website so you can listen to music while you shop.
Yeah, that's cool. I checked that out today. That's good.
Yeah, man. Like the site is like, man, I never had this much control over a thing before. So I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in weeks, man, because my free time's going to the site and going to the company and the other stuff, that I got going on too, which made me completely forget what I started to tell the story about.
Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
Mr. Gray. So since I'm so busy with everything, our relationship right now is just we meet up like when I'm chilling and he'll come and sit on my lap or he'll lay on me so he can get some loving. Then he goes on about his food or go take a nap or whatever because I got shit to do. But his claws, Jesus Christ, their talons. And I don't know if all cats release their claws when they're affectionate. It's kind of like an erect penis coming from their fingertips, except it's razor goddamn sharp. And he's gained a substantial amount of weight because I don't know if you guys pay attention to my social media posts, but I feed my cat.
I've seen the treats Mr. Gray gets.
I've seen the stacks of
Hey, I spend weed money on my cat. I feed my cat. So,
I spend weed money on my cat.
So he really gets into like, hey, what's up, Dad? What's up, Pops? And he'll lay in there and I pet pets. Pets are called pets for a reason. I've been like this since a kid. So when it's time to pet a pet, you're supposed to pet him. Get in there and rub him and stroke him and love him. I get real good on his back, man, and those fucking Wolverine ass shits come out. Like, and I'm like, I love you too. Get the fuck up. So that's what's happening with us. And also, he's shedding. I never had pets really. I never had cats or a dog or anything. So this is new to me. I go to work and I'm just
covered in cat. You gotta go to a lint roller, bro.
I gotta get a lot of things. I gotta get a lot of things. It's like
human nail clippers work well for their nails.
Yeah,
I'm scared to cut a vein.
You'll be good. Just go. There's like a white part and then the nail, and just clip the nail.
Just clip
You'll see
the very edge.
Yeah, the very tip.
Fun fact: Anthony and Alea are 20. Akari is 18. Amaya is 7. Ask any one of these motherfuckers, have I ever cut their nails?
Nope.
Ask all 4 of them. They'll collectively say, hell no. I refused to cut any of their nails. And when our youngest daughter was born, my wife was cutting our daughter's pinky and she cut her finger. I said, see?
I told you. You made me do this.
I didn't do it. She did it. I said, that's why I don't do it. Because I refuse to maim our children. And I don't want to make her.
You cut her, for Christ's sake.
Yes, she did. And I made her feel real bad about it too. I said, that's why I don't do it, goddammit. She made me feel bad about never doing it for 35 years. So it's your turn.
That's why.
But I refuse to cut his nail. I would like to try though, because I hate having a love affair with Wolverine on my chest.
Just when you're holding them, just start playing with this part. Snip them. You're good. Just don't cut that white part. Because then they'll bleed. They'll fucking bleed like hell.
Oh yeah, that's what. Oh man,
you just clip the very, very tip of it instead of trying to like make them short. Just go through and get the
Yeah,
very
just
tip of it.
Clip the
It feels
hook
like
part
he's
that's
not-
hanging
It
on.
feels like he's not going to sit there that long for that.
He will.
Cats
will,
are
if
a
he's
little
taking it.
more impatient about it, but like, Selly, I just sit there and roll him over and just start clipping it while I'm petting him, and he doesn't even move. But my
cats,
like
my
Kitty
cats
will
don't
let
give a
me
shit.
do it. She doesn't care. But the other ones are all kind of like I have to do like one paw at a time and then let them go for a little bit. But
My cats don't care. They're cool.
They
I don't
let
do
you-
it, mind you. My wife does it, but I do. I've
But
seen
they
that
don't
they're
flip out or
fine.
do anything weird.
No.
Well, I went to Pet Depot or Pet something, and
Petco?
Petco maybe, and I asked the lady. I said, "You guys have a device to kind of trim cats' nails?" And first she laughed at me, and I'm like, "Why are you laughing?" She said, "Well, we do have a thing," and she showed me a roller with granite tape on it that went.
Mhm.
I
No,
said,
don't do that.
"Do you think my cat's gonna let me bring this thing to his face? Get the fuck out! I'm not gonna use that. I should let him keep on scratching me up." But I
No,
gotta
just
take
use
You
your
know what,
human
my,
nail clippers. That's what I use.
my kid's grandmother had a cat that she didn't want to declaw her because she would let her outside and stuff like that. So she ordered these little things. I think she got them off Amazon. They're little caps that go over their claws.
Yeah, that feels. I feel like he would
And
hate me.
she got her like bright pink ones. So here's this cat walking around looking like she's gotten a manicure all the time. Like every time she push her claws out, they're all bright pink.
Does she walk like this? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck
No,
is happening
she
to my feet?
She like for the first like 10, 15 minutes, she kind of was like pawing around. And after that, she was fine with them.
That's funny.
I guess I'm gonna take a look at him because he does relax and he does chill with me. So I imagine if I clipped a nail and it didn't do anything adverse to him, he seems to be an intelligent enough creature to where he's not gonna respond all weird. So I'll
Yeah.
try it 'cause I'm tired of him scratching me.
You'd be
I
good
really-
to go.
Yeah, but I love my cat though. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. Speaking of good to go, Sarah's got a radio show in 2 minutes. God
Yes,
damn
I
it.
do. I
Yes,
just
you
saw
do.
that.
SLEradio.com right now. Sarah's going live. Thank you guys for coming on in the comments, talking with us. It's always a pleasure, folks. Me and Sarah will be back tomorrow night for the Bunker Show. We got the Stan Laurels, John from the Stan Laurels, great band. Check them out. Tony's T-shirt Company.com.
Yes.
God
Cut you off.
damn
My bad, Limbo Joe. When
What
you
is
guys are done with SLE.com, go over to go over to Tony'sTees.online. Have I talked about the new store on here?
No.
Yeah, so the everything is brand new. The stuff is new. I got new shirts like this and sell drugs, buy books. But it's Tony'sTees.online, guys. So Tony's T-shirt Company.com and all that.
That's all gone.
We'll
Yeah.
make a new banner for next week.
New
and have
banner.
It rolling
Yeah,
across.
tell you guys, but it's up and rolling, and I've been doing stuff to it, and Joe knows about it because he checked it out or whatever. So yeah, you guys head over there when you're done with SLE.com, please.
Yes. All right. We shall see you all next week.
Take care, guys.
Well, I don't think it, I thought it, that's different. I said what I said and I meant it.